today. And I guess I should start by prefacing this and saying, what do you guys want to talk about? I just got home, and I've just got done with dinner, and I'm like 2 times on live in one day. Well, the wrestling world sometimes never fails to amaze me. For as many times as I think I've seen it all, and I've seen a lot in my many years, for as many times as I think I've seen it all, I am sometimes astounded and shocked by what I do see. And I guess I have to say that's today is a good example of that. Let's recap. So I put out that video this morning. My thoughts are pretty clear, I think, on how I stand on all this. But nevertheless, maybe there's people out there that are checking this out and didn't get to watch that video, and that's cool. So let me recap. We all know what happened last night. I'm not going to go over that. It's the biggest news story on Twitter right now, which is pretty ridiculous in itself. But I am going to I'm gonna recap it, okay? We had Cody come out, right? And he walks down to the ring when, of course, Roman came out first. So Roman's in the ring. Cody comes out and does this really, really cool promo, and everybody's getting all fired up. The crowd's getting all fired up and stuff like that. And then the bombshell. Cody tells Roman, but not at WrestleMania. And then everybody was, if everybody at one point in time held their breath or went, ooh, at one point in time in this world, that is when it happened. And then shortly after that, we got the whole monologue thing about The Rock and, and everything else. And then, it's almost like wrestling is now in the 4 stages, or what is it, 4 or 5? I don't know. 4 stages of grief, right? And people just today are insane. Twitter right now is trending, poor Cody. Poor Cody. Really. Poor Cody is trending. All right. Let's talk some. We're going to talk two things today, right? We're going to talk 2 ways today. We're going to talk reality, and we're going to talk perception, okay? Perception. Now, perception can go any way a human being wants it to go, because everybody's going to look at things from a different point of view. That's what makes us human beings. There are many times when perception is not reality. That's why it's called perception. What people saw last night when this happened and what they imagined in their heads are probably most likely 2 completely different things. The stuff that's happening on Twitter right now is due to perception. People are under the impression that The Rock, okay, this guy who, in my opinion, all right, you could think whatever you want to. You're entitled to whatever you want to think. But in my opinion, The Rock is probably one of the kindest people I've seen in a good long time. Go to his ex. Go and see the people that he's just handing out money to. Now, I know, he's in charge of corporations and he has millions of dollars and whatnot, but he's doing kind things. I saw him in a video that was shown that he stopped. There was a little girl playing outside. He stopped and I can't remember the thing of the video, but anyway, he went out of his way to stop and do something for this little girl, which he didn't have to do. No one else probably would have. And yet He did. This dude, I'm sorry. If you for 1 second are thinking that The Rock is this ruthless a-hole that walked into WWE office one day and said, "Oh, I am now the CEO, or I'm on the board of directors, and I'm coming in and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, and we are going to insert me into the match. Screw Cody Rhodes. I'm doing this, and this is it." That is not what happened. Stop always thinking everything is a conspiracy if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to be. This is real life. Wrestling is entertainment. It is equivalent of a movie. I haven't seen this much outrage about something like this that is not a real thing since Star Wars: The Phantom Menace came out. And everybody was going out of their minds. All right? Stop thinking everything is a conspiracy. Stop thinking everything is planned. Just stop. This happened, guys, as I said on my video this morning, because of an emergency. Okay? Guys, we've seen this before. Why does The Undertaker get the reputation, as he talked himself about, of break glass when there's an emergency? Why does he talk about that? Why have they brought in other veterans in emergency situations when they needed them? This is no different. CM Punk got injured. Okay? For those of you people who are saying, "Oh, this was the plan all along. They were going to screw Cody," get out of here. This just happened because of what happened at the Rumble. Punk was supposed to be the person who was going to face Seth Rollins. All right? I know my video this morning was not that clear. I listened to it. It was kind of staticky because I was on the road. All right? And so I wanted to reiterate this. Punk was going to be the guy who was going to face Seth Rollins. Okay? Let's think about this for a minute. Seth Rollins is injured. Now, he's going to be a trooper, and he's going to go through with the match. How, I don't know, because that's a pretty nasty injury. But anyway, he's going to go through with a match. So, WWE had planned to have Seth wrestle CM Punk. We knew that. We saw that Punk came in, and the Seth thing at the beginning when he came in, we knew that that was the plan. There were a couple swerves thrown in there, but we knew that was the plan. So that was the plan. And the two of them ended up 1 and 2 in the Rumble. Well, guess what? That's part of the story too. There's a reason behind all of that with with Cody and Seth and Punk. Punk was supposed to wrestle Seth. Punk would beat Seth because Seth obviously is going to need some time off. How long, I don't know. But let's say it's 6 months. All right? So, logically, guys, now please bear with me here because I'm going to use some logic. Okay? And wrestling shouldn't be logical, I guess, because it's fake. I'm sorry if I ruined anybody's life there. But wrestling is not logical because it's an entertainment. But I'm going to talk logic here. Seth is a big persona on Raw. Seth is a larger-than-life guy on Raw. Seth comes out to crowds singing a theme song and comes out to, adulation from the crowd. Every crowd. He gets the crowd fired up. And he takes on every challenge. So now, WWE has lost CM Punk. Okay? CM Punk is gone for 4 to 6 months or however long it takes. They must now refigure something out. They must change their plans on the fly. Okay? This was never, this is something that they have to change up very quickly on the fly. So, how do they do that? Well, how did they do it in the past? Bring in a veteran. I just talked about the Undertaker saying break the glass, right? We know he said that all the time. Vince has said be ready in case I have the emergency glass breaking. They've done this before. Why is everyone so shocked by this? My God, we've seen this happen more so often that people come out and criticize WWE because they use veterans all the time. Well, this is why it happens. Punk can't go. So what do you need to do? You need to reconfigure your plans. Now, it's not just Rock and Roman, but you need someone now to take the reins on Raw. Who is going to do that, guys? You tell me who is going to do that. Who is the face on Raw that can take the reins? Who? Is it going to be? I mean, I can't even think of anybody off the top of my head who can even take something like that from Seth Rollins. Okay, so you turn to the other cheek, right? You turn your cheek the other direction. Let's make it a heel. Who are you going to have do that? Are you going to have Gunther? Seriously. Are you going to have Gunther be that guy? The guy who comes out every single Monday night on Raw to the ring and is going to kick off the show to a chorus of boos. Is that the direction that you think they want to go? Absolutely 100% not. Clown Drew McIntyre is a heel. Not going to happen. He is a heel. He's going to get booed. They can't have a personality like him, like that, replace Seth Rollins. It will not happen. So no. Okay? So that is not going to happen. They need a popular persona. Who is the next big popular persona, or even more popular than Seth Rollins currently right now on Raw? Cody Rhodes. They must now go with Cody Rhodes on Raw. Roman will stay where he is on SmackDown and go through some more feuds, whether it's one-on-one with Randy Orton or one-on-one with LA Knight or AJ Styles, one-on-one. That's how it's going to go. He's going to stay where he is. Cody's going to go to Raw and be the guy on Raw. All right? He's going to be the face on Raw. Do you forget that Raw has now signed with Netflix? Did we forget that? That's a big deal. You think when they move into next year and stuff like that, when this takes place, that the higher-ups at Netflix would be thrilled about having Gunther or Drew as their guy? Do you? I don't. This had to be done because of that. It's not just because, just stop with all this. It's not because The Rock came in and pushed him out. It's not because The Rock said, oh, no, this isn't going to happen. I'm going to take over. The Rock isn't going to do that, guys. What the hell benefit does that have for him? You tell me out there if that's really what you think. What benefit does The Rock get from this? Do you think The Rock needs this? The Rock doesn't need this. He's a bigger megastar than Cody Rhodes or Roman ever will be. He doesn't need to have this match. He has talked about this on his Twitter months ago, saying that he wants to put Roman Reigns over. This was talked about years ago when WrestleMania was in LA and they were going to have, they were talking about it then, Roman Rock in Los Angeles. COVID happened. So this isn't the first time this has been discussed. I get people are mad and pissed off about the Cody thing. I get it. But guys, this happened because of Punk's injury. Let's be logical about this stuff. This isn't a conspiracy against Cody. This isn't The Rock pushing him out. Let's just stop with all this. This is an emergency break glass situation where they had no choice but to insert Cody into the match with Seth. Why do you think Seth and Cody had that little promo? Because they knew this was happening. Cody's known about this since after the Rumble, guys. And for those of you who are so upset, do you really think right this minute today that Cody's lying in his house somewhere, sulking, sad, crying even, upset, mad? Do you think that's true? It's not. Cody is a man of the business. He's going to do what's right for his company, and what's right for them right now is to have have Cody beat Seth, take the title, and take over Raw. That's what's right for them right now. Like it or not. Okay? And let's go back to Roman. And I've said this from the start. I have said this on our Sunday show many times. Roman is months away from beating Hulk Hogan's record. He is going to beat Hulk Hogan's record. There is no way Roman wins this WrestleMania and then doesn't break Hulk Hogan's record. All right? So let's also stop thinking, okay? If you're one of those people who are thinking that Cody is going to beat Roman at Elimination Chamber, forget it. It is not happening, so just get it out of your mind. All right? I said that this morning too. They are not taking that match, which is going to be maybe bigger than Rock and Roman, which is going to be huge. But even it could be bigger now with all the anticipation for Cody Rhodes. They are not going to have that match in Perth, Australia, 13-hour difference in time from the United States, which is their biggest fan base watching live and can't, because it's going to be at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is, and have that match there. They're not. Just, again, stop. Look at things logically. They're not going to do that. It's not going to happen. All right? Some said, well, he said no WrestleMania, but it's going to be at Elimination Chamber. No, it's not. It's not going to happen at SummerSlam. Okay? Because Cody was on Busted Open Radio and said that match with Roman has to happen at WrestleMania. Guys, it's coming next year. You better realize it. You better get with it, because that's what's going to happen. It's happening next year, not this year. Okay? Not this year. They're not going to do it in Saudi. They're not going to do it at Survivor Series. It's not happening this year. Cody's going to carry that title on Raw until possibly maybe the Rumble. Maybe he loses it there. Maybe Gunther beats him. And then he's going to face Roman at Mania next year in Minneapolis. And then that's when the story will be told. Okay? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But it's not happening this year. All right? So just get it out of your mind. What you have to pay attention to is Cody said he wants to take everything from Roman. Everything. What everything means is key. He doesn't just want his title. He wants to take everything from him. His show, SmackDown. He wants to take SmackDown. He wants to get rid of the bloodline. He wants to finalize everything. He wants to be the guy that takes down the main boss in the mob. And they will lay waste to his empire. He wants everything. And that's what everything is going to be. Maybe it becomes title for title next year. Maybe he carries that title into Mania and we're going to get a title for title main event and Cody takes both. Now, for those of you who are upset about Cody, now how cool is that going to be if Cody wins 2 titles. Not one title, but 2 titles. That'd be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? And it could happen. Now, I was listening to Busted Open on my way home, and I heard Mark Henry's thoughts. Now, he had a pretty cool solution. I don't personally see it happening, but he had a pretty cool solution. And his solution was, what if Cody wrestles Seth night 1 and wins? And then what if there's, and Roman wrestles Rock also on night 1. Cody, of course, in the main event for the title. Rock, Roman, not a main event, but on night 1 as well. And what if both of them maybe win? And then Cody says, all right, I'll challenge you. Now I want Roman night 2. Cool, but it won't happen because Cody already said not at WrestleMania. But listen, let's start to understand that wrestling is entertainment. Okay? It's nothing more than a film, a movie, a TV show. Okay? It's not professional sports. It's not pro football, pro baseball, pro basketball. It's not any of that. The outcomes are set ahead of time. And again, if you don't know that or didn't know that, I'm apologizing for that. It's entertainment. Stuff is written ahead. It's scripted. When a change happens to a script, you must improvise. You have to improvise. This is nothing more than improvisation. So let's not get on The Rock and say how bad of a person he is because something happened that you didn't like. Stop always making it about yourself. Stop always blaming everything else. Okay? And let me say this. If you're so upset about this, you've got other outlets. There are other companies out there who you can watch. I mean, people took the time today to go on the video of that confrontation with Cody and Roman, the video that WWE put out last night, and dislike that video like 300,000 times. People took the time to do that. If you are upset so much by that and dislike stuff going on so much, listen, guys, I hate to say this too, but we can't control any of this. This is not under our control whatsoever. And let me reiterate what I said again this morning. WWE is a business. They are out to make money. Okay? The Rock and Roman will sell out Philadelphia. They will make money. Cody and Roman would have made money as well, but they're going to make money. And that's what they want to do. They're not always going to do what we want. In fact, probably very little will they do what we want. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I guess, like I said, don't watch. If you're so upset by this, then watch another wrestling show. There's tons of it out there. Tons of good shows out there. If you're so upset with WWE doing this, then watch something else. Watch some other form of entertainment where it's not going to upset you. I mean, to me, it seems pretty logical. But people aren't thinking logically. Fans sometimes get overly crazy and think with nothing but their heart instead of their heads. And I would venture to say that this is a you issue. Sure, we all got invested They told this whole I'm going to tell my story thing and everything like that, and everybody's hanging on by a needle and are invested in it. That's cool. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how wrestling is supposed to go. You're supposed to be invested. And people are invested. But guys, things happen. It's life. Okay? It's life. JP, go right ahead, dude. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. All right? If you feel that way, cool. Cool. Look, I saw some people get so heated last night in Twitter and the socials about this. Like, I couldn't even believe it. And for what? Is you being heated going to change the outcome? No. It's not going to change the outcome. They're going to do what the hell they damn well please. You being mad and upset and shouting out on Twitter and throwing things and whatever it is you're doing doesn't mean a damn thing. It's not going to change anything. It's still going to happen. But I'll put this out there too. I would venture to bet that come next year, when Cody Rhodes faces Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, the people who are screaming and yelling and up in arms the last 2 days are going to be right back there watching Cody win. I will guarantee you they will. You can be upset all you want, okay? You can be upset all you want. Criticize whoever you want, JP. I'm not telling you who to criticize and who not to. All I'm saying is it's futility. It doesn't matter. They're going to do what they want to do with who they want to do it. And it doesn't matter how many people yell and scream and bitch. It just doesn't. It doesn't. All right? There's a lot of people that are mad, that are upset about this. And you know what? In a year from now, maybe they'll stop watching for a little bit. In a year from now, when Cody gets his shot, they're going to come right back and they're going to do it again. And they're going to watch. But if there's anything you could take from what I'm saying here, stop blaming The Rock. Stop with the conspiracy theories. Stop trying to find a reason. Everybody wants a reason. Everybody wants a reason. Everybody wants to know why. Okay? If Triple H would have come out and had done a press conference yesterday before or after SmackDown and said, okay, guys, this is the reason why Cody has given the match to Rock, and came out and explained everything, I would have bet you there, yes, there still would have been anger there, but it wouldn't have been nearly as bad because he let people know why they're doing it. Everybody has to know why. But sometimes we're not going to know why. Sometimes it's not going to be in their best interest to let us know why. I just can't, I don't know. I think we as a culture, listen, I've grown up with no social media. And let me tell you something. It was a wonderful place. It really was. For those of you who have been born into the social media generation and have never had a generation without it, you missed a wonderful time. Because social media can be absolute trash. And many times it is. And in this case, the mobs on social media talking about this stuff and freaking out about this stuff is insane. It's insane. I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, do you think Cody is like watching this? I mean, is the mentality that Cody is watching this unfold online saying, aha, they got my back? Do you think that's what he's doing? I have to laugh because it's silly. If you really believe that. And I am not, listen, this is all my opinion. Okay, that's why I'm doing it. This is my opinion. Okay? And I'm just laying it out there. Hi, Tazzy. I just don't. And hello, everybody else in the chat that I didn't talk to. Sean Rousset, fans crying moment they don't get. And I've seen this in so many things, and it's almost always in the entertainment industry. If people don't get something happening in a TV series, they freak out about it. They go on Facebook and Twitter and freak out about it and say, "Oh, this sucks. I'm canceling this." This is the cancel generation. I'm just gonna cancel this. Nah, this needs to be canceled. My God, like I prefaced my video, or I ended my video this morning with a classic by the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want. That's just how it goes. This is life. This is life. All right? But even more so, this is entertainment. This is made up stories. This isn't real. And sometimes made up stories need to change. Look at the movies, okay? Movies have been filmed, planned ahead for years. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan. I have a Star Wars shirt on. Let's look at as recent as, let's look at the Ahsoka series, if you're a Star Wars fan, right? Ray Stevenson was an actor in that. Ray Stevenson has now passed away. Now, they had plans for him. Obviously, his character had plans. Well, guess what? He passed away. He's gone. We have to change our plans. It's the same damn thing with CM Punk. He's gone. We have to change our plans. But unfortunately, with them, they have a little bit more time to prepare because there isn't going to be a sequel for a good while. The WWE had to do this on the fly. So they had to figure out something else to do. I mean, I'd love to hear your solutions. Well, how would you have fixed it? Would you have just said, okay, well, let the Elimination Chamber guy, whoever wins that, beat Seth, and then Cody beats Roman? Okay? Well, then chances are the Elimination Chamber person that beats Cody is a heel. Is that heel the face of Raw? Is that heel the face of Raw on Netflix? You got to think logically about this sometimes, guys, and you got to think about it as a business. Everything about it, it's a business. This is how it goes. JP, I didn't ask for a critic. If you want to sit there and criticize, go right ahead. Don't be ridiculous and make ridiculous comments. Are we going to scrap our sell or no sell segment? This is my opinion. If you don't like it, I'm going to tell you the same thing I just told you about the Rock thing. Okay? So don't come in here and try to criticize. It's my opinion on something. I'm allowed and entitled to it. If you don't like it, cool. It's perfectly fine. I said before, you can be mad. You can be upset. It is what it is. It's not going to change because you're upset. It's not going to change because you're angry. I get it. I said this too. I can sympathize. I can sympathize with you. I wanted Cody to fight Roman as well. I wanted to see that. But I told you guys, like I said so many times, Roman is not losing. So would you rather have had, if the plans were that Roman was going to carry that title and beat Hulk Hogan's record, would you rather that the plans were that he beat Cody? Would you rather that? I doubt it. Rock and Roman is going to happen. It's going to sell out Philadelphia. Rock is not going to win the title. So that's another thing. Stop thinking that Roman is going to lose the title to Roman. It is not going to happen. Rock himself said he wants to put Roman over. That's what will happen. He will put Roman over. He can't keep the title, guys. He's not going to stay. This is a one-off. He's going to lose, and that's it. And then Roman is automatically the tribal chief. He's going to lose, and that's it. He's not winning. They may not even have the match for the title. Remember a few months ago, guys, he wrestled Jey Uso. And he wrestled for the tribal chief title. You know, the little red necklace that he wears. Hold on, wait, I have to do something. All right, there we go. He wrestled for they wrestled for the title of tribal chief. Well, maybe that's what they'll do. Roman said he wanted to sit at the head of the table, right? Or I'm sorry, Rock said when he was at SmackDown, or he appeared on SmackDown, right? When he said on SmackDown he wanted to be the tribal chief or sit at the head of the table. So maybe that's what it'll be. Maybe it won't be for a title. We don't know how it's going to go, but if it is for the title, he's not winning. Roman is going to continue on. And everyone loved the bloodline. Everyone loved the bloodline. They loved the story so much, and now all of a sudden, everybody wants it done. They want it over. Oh, it's run its course. Oh, it's boring. Oh, we're done with it. They loved it for 3 years. I'll be honest, I'm shocked it took this long. Because in my opinion, again, people don't have the patience for it. We used to watch storylines back in my day when they would go on for years. Feuds that would go on for years and years in the territories. But folks don't have tolerance for that mostly today. But the bloodline went pretty strong for a long time. And sure, it's not what it once was. It's fallen a little flat now. But, everybody thinks that it's going to end. And and I keep saying this too. Why don't people believe when Paul Heyman says something? Why don't people believe when he says something? He said on that press conference last WrestleMania, we're in the third inning. Did you think he was exaggerating? He wasn't. I think he pretty much knows the plan. So going from the third inning to the ninth inning is a good amount of time. This is not ending until next year, 2025. in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and barring injuries, guys. So let's not forget that, because that's what started this whole mess. This is not ending until 2025. It's not. Cody's story will end in 2025. And when it does, he may have 2 belts. If he doesn't, he takes over SmackDown and becomes what Roman was as a face, which they kind of need. Roman was a heel for all these years running SmackDown. Now Cody said he's taking everything. That's going to include SmackDown. He will go to SmackDown and he will be the guy on SmackDown. And then they'll go forward from there. And he'll have his time. He will have that title probably for a good long time. He's not going to beat Roman, but he'll have it for a good long time. So he'll have his day, guys. If you're a Cody fan, he will have his day. It's just, you just have to wait. You just have to wait for it. But he will have his day. And believe me, I understand why you get caught up in it. I get caught up in it. I'm a 54-year-old man, and I get caught up in wrestling storylines. So I was caught up in it too. I love all the stories that he's telling. And I love all this, the Brock Lesnar hard times and the stuff with Shinsuke and everything that Cody's done, I've loved. I think he's fantastic. I love Cody Rhodes. He damn well deserves the title. I agree 100%. However, it's unfortunate. And listen, guys, this is probably the first time I can ever remember the 2 finalists of a Royal Rumble both kind of end up not on the right side of the fence. They, Punk loses his dream because of an injury, and now Cody has to lose his because of Punk's injury. So it sucks. It's not fun. It's not fun for them. It sucks. But it's part of wrestling. And what are you going to do? It's just part of the business. People get hurt. Things change. That's just how it goes. No, Cody's not going to be in I don't think Cody will be in the Rumble in 2025. I think my prediction, very, very early prediction for that would be he's going to carry Seth's title. He's going to carry that title that he beats Seth for probably the entire year, I would imagine. And then maybe if they want to take the title off of him and they don't want to make it for both titles, then he loses at the Rumble, maybe, and he maybe loses at Elimination Chamber, but he'll lose the title then before he has a match with Roman. So no, I don't think he's going to win the Rumble. I mean, he could. They've never had a 3-time Royal Rumble winner, so maybe he will. It's possible, I guess. Anything's possible, really, in wrestling. So who knows? He could. But if he has Seth's title, I would imagine he'll lose it before wrestling Roman. So maybe that's when they give Gunther the title at that point in time, or whoever it's going to be. So, yeah. I just wanted to come on here and just say how sick and tired I am of when something bad happens, it then becomes out of control and ridiculous with all of these crazy conspiracy theories. All this stuff behind the scenes. Oh, it's got to be this and it's got to be that. And it's just, guys, it's not. It's just very simple. Hockey guy, I cannot disagree with you more. They are not going to wrestle at SummerSlam. And I've said why. They're not. Roman beats Hulk Hogan's record in September. He gets through WrestleMania. He is not losing his title prior to doing that. He's not. He's not. They want Roman, I believe, to beat Hulk Hogan's record for more than one reason. And oddly enough, if you look at the dates when he would beat it and what falls that week is, in fact, I think I heard Dave LaGreca mention that it falls on the day of a SmackDown. Well, how wonderful would that be for them? You invite Hulk Hogan. I'm obviously we've seen him, right? He's been on those videos for Royal Rumble. So you bring Hulk Hogan there and you make Roman come out and have a big celebration, kind of stepping all over Hulk Hogan and saying, "Yeah, I beat your record." So that's what's going to happen. He's going to beat Hulk Hogan's record. Cody is not winning at SummerSlam. It's not the same thing as a Mania, guys. He's not. Like I said, just you can be in denial all you want. If Cody does not win this year, and he's not, then he's not winning. He's not. If he doesn't win at Mania, and he's not going to have this match until next WrestleMania. That's it. Bottom line, end of story. It's not happening anywhere else. It's not happening at SummerSlam. It's not happening at SummerSlam is not nearly as big of an event as Mania. It's just not. It's one of the big four, but it's not as big as WrestleMania. Nothing is. He's not going to win it in Saudi. He's not going to win it overseas in front of none. He's not. He's not winning it at Elimination Chamber. He's not. If he doesn't win it at Mania and they don't change something, and I highly doubt they will, and we'll see on the press conference, which, by the way, shameless plug, we are going to be streaming that press conference this coming Thursday, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will stream it before our TNA watch-along. So we'll start a little bit early this week, and we will stream that. And then that's when everything will be told about what is going to happen at WrestleMania. And if you saw the poster, you can see the pairings. They had Rock and Roman at the bottom. They had Bianca and Rhea in the middle. And they had Cody and Seth in the back. So we will hear everything we need to hear, I guess, about what it's going to be. And we'll find out. You will get the word. Maybe we'll hear something a little bit on Monday from Cody. I don't know. Maybe more of an explanation. Who knows? So the bottom line is Mania is going to sell out. Mania is going to be huge. Rock and Roman is huge. Huge. Don't even believe it for a second that it's not. It's huge. And Cody and Roman would have been huge too. But Rock and Roman is huge. You can bet that they are going to have some of Roman's family there. Rikishi and everybody. You're going to see a big presentation from this. There is no doubt about that. Okay? There's no doubt about that. You're going to see a lot of heritage, a lot of history, a lot of that at Mania. So, all right. I've gotten all that off my chest. and obviously I've upset some people. And hey, look, you know what? It is what it is. We can't always agree on everything. But I refuse to be upset, be hysterical on Twitter and be mad and angry because I didn't get what I wanted from a wrestling show. They're not writing it for me. So I refuse to be upset about that. And I'm just going to face facts. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. So I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to watch wrestling, and I'm going to enjoy what I watch. And if I don't, well, there's the remote control. And you turn it off. That's simple. That simple. Oh, man. All right. So I stayed on for longer than I thought I would. I've been ranting for almost an hour. But if you want to hear another funny rant or another good rant, go listen to Dave. LaGreca did a little podcast this morning about it. Although he wasn't as animated or upset as I kind of thought he would be. And you know, again, it like I said, I think it's because he realizes that this is what it is. This is how it had to be. He's upset as a fan of Cody's, and like I said, I get that, and I think that's really where all of this stuff today stems from. People love Cody Rhodes, and that's how they built him. You should love Cody Rhodes. That's what they made him into. He's a good dude. We saw the documentary, everything out there with Cody. He's a good guy, and you should love him. I like him too. I've liked him for a long time. I liked him when he was Stardust. So, you know, so I get it. You're upset because, you know, as a fan, you're upset because of what happened. You're upset because of what they did. But please, please, please don't succumb to this. The Rock pushed him out. Don't succumb to this. The Rock, you know, came in from the board and said to them that we're doing it. Don't succumb to all that BS. That's just garbage. Don't succumb to that. This breaks down to one simple thing, and that is CM Punk got hurt. That's all it is. That's all it is, and that's all it needs to be. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Thanks for everybody for coming out, even the hecklers and all that kind of stuff. I enjoy reading the ridiculousness as well. So thanks for coming out and watching. I appreciate it. We will not have our show tomorrow, which if we did, I would have saved all this. But we will not have our show for tomorrow because of the NXT show, which Vengeance Day is tomorrow. Tazzy will be doing that on his channel. So please make sure you go and join him for Vengeance Day tomorrow. Enjoy the wrestling, guys. Listen, I always say this. Have fun. Enjoy wrestling. That is what it's supposed to be, is enjoyment. Have fun with it. Don't get upset and mad. You can get upset and mad at characters because that's what they're trying to do. But don't get upset and mad for the fact that all you do all day is spend your time on Twitter or whatever whatever form of social media it is, and all you did all day today was shout and yell at the wind because of what they did to poor Cody. Don't let that happen to you guys. Don't do it. Put your phone down. Put your iPad down. Put your whatever it is. Go outside. Take a breath. Realize that it's all just a movie. It's a show. It's a TV show. And ultimately, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? There's nothing you can do about it. And like I said before, if you don't like it, turn it off. Watch something else. Jeff and I do a show about a TNA watch along every single week. They're doing great stuff on that show. Try something else. Watch AEW. Watch TNA. Watch GCW. There's so much wrestling that's good out there. Watch something else if it irritates you. Take a break. Hell, I did. When Bray left the very first time after the Matt Hardy stuff, I got pissed. I got upset because Bray was one of my favorites and he was gone. That pissed me off and I'm like, I'm done. I'm not watching anymore. And I didn't. I turned it off. I didn't watch it for almost a year until he came back. So take a break. If you're that upset, don't let it make you that upset. Put it down. Take a break from it. Walk away. All right? Walk away. It's that simple. Go outside. Breathe in some air. Realize there's more to life than just this. Have fun with friends, with family, whoever. Get your mind off it. Do something else that gives you a better feeling and more positive in your life. Because you don't have to watch this. They're not forcing you. And if you don't like how they're doing things, and be like, all right, I'm done. I don't like this. And I'm sure there probably will be a lot of people from this that'll say that. So if that's what you got to do, then do it. Go and do it. That's really the best way, and the only way you can really react to this is if you be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm canceling my Peacock subscription. I'm done. I'm not going to be privy to this anymore. I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing to my boy Cody. I'm out. Cool. That's the way you can do it. All right. Well, anyway, like I was saying, so no Sunday, no Between the Ropes show tomorrow because of the Vengeance Day pay-per-view. So enjoy that. Monday, of course, nothing for us. Tuesday, we will be back, I would imagine, with Abby's Abode with Jody and Jeff. Please keep Jeff in your thoughts. He has not been feeling well. He wasn't, was a little under the weather and stuff like that, and he has been. So please keep him in your thoughts as well. And then, of course, we will be back on Thursday with the presser for Mania, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will do that. And then right afterwards, we will have our TNA watch along as well on Thursday. So that's going to be it for me, guys. It's been an hour. I didn't mean to talk this long, but I did. And I'm going to go finish dinner. And you guys have a great night. Please stay safe. Please be kind to one another, except for all the trolls in the chat that keep trolling ridiculousness. You guys can, go shove it. But other than that, have a great one, guys. And I'll talk to you soon.